All right, folks. Welcome back to Nino's Corner.tv. This one I think is going to make fluff tube. One of my favorite guests, Delora Brien. Delora, I'm so happy to see you again. It's been a little bit.
I know. How are you, my Nino?
I'm doing okay.
My whole audience calls you my Nino now.
Oh, good. It's just a very confusing time for everybody, but I think we know one thing, and that's the media is controlled by the globalists. We understand this. The mainstream media is public enemy number one. We're the media now. We're the news now.
That's right.
And I'm just trying to make sense of this crazy time we're living in, this World War III, potential World War III. And you sent me a video, an audio of something that I think is very important for the audience to hear.
We'll kick off with that. Let's kick off with that.
Okay. Go ahead and explain it.
Yeah. So a very close friend of mine I've known for 35 years sent me this from a close friend of hers who is a pastor. He apparently knows an apostle who is a person who has many churches in Australia, sent an audio out to several of his friends. I got a hold of it because she's my friend. And what it is he has family in Ukraine and he knew what was going on there, but he called his family and wanted to know exactly what was going on. And this is his report. It's short, it's about a minute and a half, but it's very powerful and it really says it all.
Before I do that, I'm going to knock out a quick commercial, Delora. 1 second. So tax advantage, folks. This is mydigitalmoney.com. Did you know you can earn hundreds and thousands investing in crypto? And did you know you don't have to pay capital gains tax on it? Open a Roth crypto IRA with My Digital Money now to take advantage of it. You will pay based on your contribution and nothing on capital gains. If Ethereum and Chainlink doubles or Bitcoin surges to a new high, you can be doubling your investments. Our US-based phone support is always ready to answer your questions. You know what's better? They will give you free $50 credit if you fund your My Digital Money crypto IRA account with at least $1,000. No capital gains tax. Go to mydigitalmoney.com now. Mydigitalmoney.com now, folks. And so since I'm putting this on FluffTube, I got to knock out a commercial. So, all right, folks. Now we're gonna play the audio. Pay close attention to this. This is what I've heard before. This is what I've heard from Juanito and other people that I talked to. This is exactly what's going on, and I'm going to play this audio to the mic. Let me know if you can hear it, Delora.
So I just got off the phone with my cousin in the Ukraine, and his brother lives in Kiev, and his brother's gone out from Kiev about 100 k's out to a village that they've got family in. He's staying there, and he said what I am saying is true. The Ukrainian government are bombing their own people, killing their own people to make the West think it was Russia killing civilians. Russia is not killing civilians, and the Ukrainian president is a dictator, and they don't like him. But 3/4 of the Ukrainian citizens are falling for this crap and believing that Russia are bombing civilian targets. He has run family in Russia who have family in the military, and they were under strict instructions from Vladimir Putin. You are not to attack or harm any civilians or civilian buildings. So that's all I needed. I didn't need the proof, but I wanted to speak to somebody living there. And that's what it is, the truth. Russia is trying to expose the truth about the globalists. Even he believes it. He believes that the Russian army aren't fighting the Ukrainian army. They're fighting the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and people like that. And he said to me that there's reports of people trying to cross the border into Russia are being shot in the back by Ukrainians. And they're saying it was Russians shooting them coming over the border. Russians would not shoot an innocent Ukrainian crossing the border. They have relations in both countries. So the whole thing is the scam I said it was.
That's it.
And this is exactly what I've been hearing. Exactly what I've been hearing. And we all know. I mean, those of us who've had our fingers on the pulse for a while, we all know that with this war is against the globalists. We all know that the Ukrainian border has been infiltrated by NATO. NATO is the New World Order. People need to understand that. And and from what I understand, they were bombing strategically biolabs there.
Listen, United Nations was a Trojan horse for the
Right.
Illuminati.
Right.
That's
100%.
you know what I mean? It was a Trojan horse. It's just, they put it in, they figured they could funnel everybody through there. And, but I find, you know, what I'm finding is interesting is the longer this goes, the more people are being exposed. Now, just was either yesterday or the day before, I find very interesting about Marco Rubio. Senator Marco Rubio, okay, Florida. Up for re-election, Floridians, hear me. Up for re-election, November 2022. This is what happened. And I got some names here, so I have to read it, so forgive me. But in Congress, he questioned Victoria Nuland, who's the Undersecretary of State for Political Affairs, Nino. Hold on a second. Okay. And what he did is he said, he asked her, is there a bioweapon incident in Ukraine? Is there any doubt at all it's Russia? This is Marco Rubio. Now, look, he's trying to get ahead of the biolabs because the biolabs are everywhere and they're being bombed and everybody knows they're being bombed. And he said in Congress, repeated what Victoria Nuland said, who said, they're not biolabs, it's research on biological entities. And it's just mind-boggling. So then I started checking things out. And I said, you know what, let me figure out something here. What do we have in Ukraine for biolabs? Well, the Department of Defense. Here it is. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that I could find. Now I know there's many more. These are all biolabs. Okay, United States biolabs that the Department of Defense funds. They fund it.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
There's on the Ukraine border with Russia.
Yes. Now understand, this is all.
Start using a different word for bio.
Okay. All right. I'll do the big B. Okay.
Okay. The big B. All right.
Okay. Okay. So
we got to use code.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm with you on that. There's 9 of them that we know of. These are United States biolabs. These are not Ukrainian. And they're funded by the Department of Defense to the point of, I can't pronounce these words. It's like Dnipropetrovsk. That 2 million. The state regional, same one of that, 2 million. Karkly Diagnostic Laboratory, 1.6. Luhan, 1.8. Luva, 2 million. Lviv is in the capital, 1.8. Vintazia, 1.5. Zakabaska, 2 million. It goes on and on and on. Now understand that it is the Department of Defense that is funding. What are US biolabs doing in Ukraine? This is what I want to know.
So, when I talked to Juanito about this, he said they were making a boogeyman, another boogeyman.
That's right.
To target Slavic DNA, a targeted boogeyman. So Putin knew this was happening, and it was, I guess, he decided to strike first.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Now that's just what I'm hearing. That's hearsay. But I'd say it's a credible source. It comes from Juan, and Juan told me this before it even hit any of the mainstream on the internet. He was telling me this, and so I believe it.
Yes, I do too. And what is interesting, and I have man's name and I can't say it, and I got it from the same source that I'm talking to you about. I can't say his name. He is a Russian. He's a Russian soldier, and he's part of a platoon. And this is what happened. And I'm just telling everybody, go research yourself. Again, can't say it. They were searching for the big B's, okay, in central Ukraine, because apparently that's where they congregate around cities. That's where all the people, the workers are and everything. I don't want to say any more than that. But what they did is in looking for them, they stumbled across a very dark bunker that was hidden. And in that bunker where they thought was going to be the Big B was approximately 100 little boys and girls.
Oh my gosh.
And the soldiers, one actually I heard said when they went in, they took the flashlight to look around and their eyes got huge and they were filthy and they were skinny. And he said that they, you could tell that they've been in the dark by themselves for a long time because their pupils got completely dilated and they were terrified. So they rescued those kids. So now, you know, a lot is going on. I wish I had more information on it. And if I get it, I'll come back and tell you, but I'm doing a really deep dive on Chernobyl. Can I say Chernobyl? I guess I can say Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Chernobyl. What I'm discovering is that there actually really was not a radioactive incident there. Now, this wasn't created by Russia, but it is another Ukraine type of false flag situation that they've got going on all over the place. So that I'll, you know, when I get that, Nino, I'll come back. I'll come back.
It's
and
just
you know,
sad
that's
that
pretty
we're
incredible.
That we're living in this time now where it's like fucking Nazi Germany. We have to sit here and watch everything we say and it's censored and it's horrible.
It is, but it's, you know, it's going to be over soon. It really is.
I agree
it's
with
going to
you.
be over soon. And I'll tell you why. Another person, I can't say who this is. Just you trust me. Okay. Who this person is, you can trust. From DC. Okay. He told me, this is right from him. I got to leave out some of the stuff though. DC is dead, completely dead.
That's what I keep hearing.
Let me finish. This was written to me. Okay. It is almost empty. However, I'm not sure we can say it's completely dead since all virtual government workers not handling classified materials have been telecommuting for almost 2 years. Until DC opens back up to workers going into offices, we can only guess how empty it truly is. There are definitely significant changes and at least 2 major IRS buildings in DC that are permanently closed. The thing that stands out is the huge change that is here, that while the big C that you get this for is basically in our past, there are no hard dates when government buildings will reopen and everyone will start to work in their offices again. It's very, very interesting. And he said, hidden orange hands are controlling things.
Okay. See, I'm hearing the same thing. I talked to Richard, citizen journalist, and he's boots on the ground out there. He's like, man, this is a ghost town, dude. He goes, all the federal buildings are closed.
They're done.
And you're right. With this, if this boogeyman is behind us, then why aren't they reopening? It makes no sense.
That's right.
We got to look at this for what it is.
That's
Something is off. I do believe Biden is in a movie studio. I believe that.
I believe it is too. I visited. I visited that in Culver City. I was in that Oval Office.
Wow.
I was in it. I know what it looks like. It looks exactly like DC. I have no proof at all, but I'll tell you, I got a gut that I'll put against anybody.
Oh, so I feel the same way you do. Something's
right.
wrong,
My
something's
discerner, my discerner, Nino, is telling me that white cement tall fence, it isn't even a fence, it's a wall that is surrounding that house that's white is not trying to keep those that from people from going in. They're trying to keep people that are in from going out. I believe what they're doing is if If fake 46 is actually in the Oval Office, he is a prisoner in that place, and they're allowing him to go through. Look, there's so much. It is a charade, and look, it's just so obvious. I don't know if you saw his State of the Union.
But I still can't. No, I did not see the state. I can't stand to watch him. I can't.
Yeah, well, you got to watch just for a few things.
I need a vomit bag next to me.
Well, that's what you do then. Use it. Listen, I made the notes. Where did I put it? Okay, I really don't have to. I don't need the notes because I remember. Kamala Harris is 5'3". Okay, Pelosi's about the same size. Kamala Harris looks 6 feet tall. Look at her. What was she wearing? 10-inch heels? I mean, what was
compared to what? Compared to Biden?
Compared to her normal. No, compared to her normal.
Okay.
Compared to her normal. She in you've got to. I told someone, when I have time, I'm just going to make a video. I'm going to close in on Pelosi's face, and I'm going to watch everything. Either the woman is, I personally think it's either not her, or she's MK Ultra to the point where she cannot even keep herself normal. She's licking her lips and chopping her.
Yeah.
I have never in my life seen anything so bizarre. They were like the Three Musketeers. It is absurd. Then when they pan the balcony, they're dummies.
Yeah.
They're all on the side. You look for yourself. They're not moving. It is look at with
it's
everything.
So bizarre, man.
It is bizarre.
It's just the crazy. I mean, this is why it's so confusing, because we know what we're looking at isn't real. We know what we're looking at isn't real. Especially
That's right.
When I look at this, it's like we know this is not real. And then I got people boots on the ground saying that no, Washington D.C. is dead, and then I got other people telling me no, it's alive and well, it's going well. I'm like, but you're not boots on the ground.
No, it's not alive and well. Listen, if I'm going to believe someone, I'm going to believe this person. Been here 30 years for many reasons, and I'm telling you, the place is completely dead. I heard from someone else, there's like one small little restaurant open that you need this and papers and stuff to get in, and everything else. As a matter of fact, last week there were military trucks. I can't do it because I'm not good with this stuff. Yeah. But I've got all kinds of pictures with military people that took not from online, boots on the ground people, military trucks with barricades. You could not go near the White House. You could not go near the Capitol. It was all barricaded. And you look, this is about 2 weeks ago at 3 a.m. in the morning, there were blacked out vans going past the barriers into the White House area, into the Capitol area, about 20 of them, all driving into there with black SUVs, the ones that look like the Beast, all that stuff going in there. Look, if this isn't going on, then something bizarre beyond anything we can ever imagine is going on. And I'll tell you, so
you feel like it's under Trump military control? Oh,
I believe most of the world Trump has got under his thumb.
I agree.
Absolutely believe it. Now, I thought an interesting thing that, and I didn't do this. A friend of mine did, and she told me about it. And then I saw someone else say it, and a very interesting thing. This is what my friend said, that she was watching Nancy Drew. Okay. And because right before the State of the Union, all the cars come in and fake 46 comes in. So Nancy Drew was there, and she was watching on her phone, watching Nancy Drew. And then she put on TV, and fake 46 was already speaking. So what's up with that?
Yeah.
I believe that was taped, just like probably synced together. He can't stand up for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I believe that wasn't even, it wasn't even live. You know, it's just.
So you feel kind of like the way I do is that he's being allowed to make a mess in the sandbox, just in the sand. Like they're allowing him to basically what they're doing is red pilling society, letting this guy make a mess, but it's like a controlled mess.
Yeah, but I have a good analogy for it, and
Okay.
I use it, and it's the best way I can think of it. I believe 45 could have come back immediately.
Yeah, I do too.
I do believe that, and I believe that was a possible plan. That's why Juan, other people that I trust, said he'll be in by April 1st. I remember that of 2021. What they did is they made a strategic decision. And it's like this. You look at your front lawn and you've got dandelions, all those orange flowers all over the lawn. And you go out there and you take a scissor and you cut all of them. And 2 weeks later, you've got more, because it's like whack-a-mole.
Right.
They spread, okay. But if you go out there and you take a something to dig, a little shovel, and you get that root and you pull that long root out, in that spot, that dandelion will never grow again. They are uprooting everything that has been affecting us for decades and decades, that most people have no idea has been affecting us. And you were on, when we were on Scott McKay way back when, and I was explaining about, you know, I was introduced to the medical cabal in my 20s when I saw in front of me a doctor kill a patient. And I went, hello, and I was pre-med, and I wanted to be a doctor. And I left school and everything. And that was it. That was my introduction into all is not as it seems. So what they did is they said, Nino, look, we can either work on this in office, or we can take the time and we can
expose the rats.
That's right. And
they're
really
smoking
believe
out the rats.
That's right. And I'll tell you something, as crazy as it sounds, we think it's all in this country. We're going to Congress, this, that. No, I believe we've hit the mother lode in Ukraine. We hit the mother lode.
I agree with you. And that's where all the nasty
everything
business is going on, right? The Bidens, the Pelosi's,
yes.
all of them.
Yes.
I think this could be the climax, the critical point that we were looking for, honestly. I'm not really worried about World War III, nothing like that. I think this is what it's going to take to bring us to that special event that Juan talks about, that Cuban Missile Crisis event, where
That's
everything,
right.
I think this is going to expose everything.
I agree. And I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you another reason why. I've got so much stuff. I don't know where to begin, you know. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry. Now, I know this is kind of common knowledge. I shared it on my couple of my shows. But the verified Twitter page of the Ukrainian Defense Ministry put up and bragged about one of their Ukrainian fighter jets not only shot down one Russian plane, but 10 in one day. Now, I've heard many people say this is a very interesting thing. If you shoot down 6, they call you an ace. So now you're going to shoot down 10 in one day.
Yeah.
Okay. In a lifetime, people probably don't shoot down 6.
Right.
Okay. So he put that up. It's still there. Everybody can go look. Reuters fact checked it and said it's a fake video.
Oh, is that the one with the
yes,
the video game?
Yes. Now it's a video game. Okay. From developed by, I'm sorry, I got a hair in my eye, by Eagle Dynamics. Listen to this. Wait a minute. This is so crazy. Okay, so now a normal person that's not in panic mode would say, oh, I've been found out. I better take that down. I look like a fool. Not this idiot. It's still up. And he's doubled down.
They're double downing on it. I
That's
thought
panic.
they were also suing for copyright infringement.
Oh yeah, it's panic.
But they're still keeping it up?
It's up. It's up. It's on the Ukrainian Defense Ministry page. It's still up. Okay, now I got a couple other things I want to say that is really very important for people who still believe that it's Russia, that the propaganda against Russia. Understand, Nino, I want to come on your show sometime. I'm going to do it on my own as well. And I want to dig, because I know it, from 800 AD, when the Khazarian Mafia came into play. People hear Khazarian Mafia because they don't know what they're talking about. They think they're talking about Israel. Yes, a lot of them are in Israel, yes. But there is the real Jew that's still in Israel. The Khazarian Mafia was not Jewish. In 800 AD, now listen where this comes from. Russia forced in many countries, there was the Khazra people, and they were like marauders. They were like pirates, and they would kill people, take their stuff, really horrible people. And what happened was Russia put their foot down and said, you are going to, you need some kind of religion. You need to join a country. You can't do this. You can either Islam, Christianity, or Judaism. And they picked Judaism. Okay. They weren't even Jewish. Well, that's where all of this began. They've had a vendetta against Russia since then. And they're doing everything they can. Now, if you go to George Soros's Twitter page, you can go there. It's still there. From February 26th and February 28th, this is what he says. If you think that if you are 445 and you're a patriot and you believe in America and everything that is all American made, and you stand behind our flag and everything that was good about our country, and you still think that the Ukraine is the one that's being harassed and the one they want to do war, they're the victim. If you think that after I read this, then I don't know what is wrong with the person, because George Soros is one of the agentors of the deep state in the Illuminati. Okay, so February 28th, this is what he posts. Brave Ukrainians are on the front line and risking their lives. The horrible images coming out of Ukraine remind me of living and hiding in war-torn Budapest in 1944 and the siege of Sarajevo in 1993. Hashtag stand with Ukraine. Gets better. We must stand with Ukraine. Again, George Soros, as they stand with us. I have witnessed Ukraine transform from a collapsing part of the Soviet Union to a liberal democracy and an open society. So he is the founder of the open society. Okay. Right. They're Nazis. All right. They're communist Nazis. So liberal democracy. It has faced countless acts of Russian aggression, but has persisted. Bravo. Last one. Putin's actions are a direct attack on the sovereignty of all states that were once in the Soviet Union and beyond. Russia is in clear violation of the United States Charter and should be held accountable. Now, if you still, after George Soros is saying that, and then
you got to believe the exact opposite.
Are you kidding
opposite
me?
of what Soros says. Opposite.
Wait, Pelosi, Nino, Pelosi does a presser last week. This is what she says in the presser. It's stunning to see in this day and age a tyrant, meaning Putin, roll into a country that is the same tyrant who attacked our democracy in 2016. So she's talking about Russia collusion again.
So she's going back to Trump and Putin.
Yes. Go
she's
look
still
it up.
on that. See, this is where I get confused, because I'm like, if Washington D.C. is really under control by Trump and the military, whatever, then how is this lady still going ballistic? How is she still so arrogant? How is she still up there smiling? There's this arrogance about her, especially.
It's one of two things, really. And there's really nothing else. It's really three. It's mental illness. It's demonically possessed, or she's MK Ultra. There is nothing else. There's no other option.
I'll go with demonically possessed.
Yeah, and I go with it too.
That's what I go for.
You know, I'm now let me tell
anybody
you,
who's knowingly selling out their country and wanting bad for humanity and living in a deceit, that they're demonically possessed.
Yeah. Now let me tell you what I find interesting is while this is going on, you got to look and you got to dig. I only have a few things, but I'm going to dig more. I started on this yesterday. While that is going on and everyone's eyes are over here, you know, a magician, people don't realize they find the most beautiful girl they can and put her in the skimpiest outfit they possibly can, so that people will watch her when she's waving her scarf and they don't watch him.
Right.
And that's why it's sleight of hand. Okay. It's look over here, not over here.
Over here.
Right. So let me just give you a couple things that are going on. Very interesting. Major flash flooding in Disney World, Hollywood Studios, Florida.
Oh, ooh, tunnels.
Yeah. Yes.
Tunnels. Yeah.
Yes. It took you a minute to get that.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, yeah, that's tunnels.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
In Disney. Yeah. A pederass's fantasy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Russia suspends. Well, I can do this too. Wait, let me just go here. The Supreme Court of the United States refused to hear anything more about Bill Cosby. He is a free man. They will not review his sexual assault case.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Chernobyl. Again, did it ever happen? Or did they find tunnels? And they're working on taking. See, I think Russia could have made that a false flag. You understand? I said Ukraine before and I didn't mean it. Okay. Russia could have made that a false flag so that they found tunnels. They found a lot under there. This has been going on for decades and decades, hundreds of years.
Thousands.
And they didn't want that area being infiltrated. So they made this whole thing. It's just, and what I find very interesting, if you look back, and again, I'm going to do a deeper dive in this, but if you look back at Chernobyl, a nuclear disaster of that size should have affected the rest of the world, nearby states. It should have gone across the ocean. Nothing. They told everybody, don't even worry about it. It's not going to affect you. Then one of the last things I have is the cabal financiers. I'm sure you probably heard this. Have cut Russia off from Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, SWIFT system. But what I find interesting, it's like people are like, oh, that'll get Putin. Sure. He purchased over 700 billion ounces of gold and silver over the last few years and has announced that their minister of finance, that they are off the Swiss system.
Right.
The ruble's been gold backed, and the cabal thinks they're making the Russian people suffer. But the fiat dollar is losing value quickly, and Russia and other countries are returning to precious metal-backed currency. Yeah. That's right.
I just now got an update from Epic Times. U.S. is protecting biological research facilities in Ukraine from Russia. It's official. So the United States is working to prevent Russia from taking control of Ukraine's biological research facilities, a U.S. official said. There you go.
That's it. Just what I said. They're U.S. big
people.
B's.
Marco Rubio here.
Yeah, there
you go. The Senate Foreign Relations Committee on Tuesday, U.S. Undersecretary of State for Political Affairs Victoria Nuland was asked by Senator Marco Rubio whether Ukraine has chemical or biological weapons.
Yes. I watched
Ukraine has
it.
biological research facilities, which in fact we are now quite concerned that Russian forces may be seeking to gain control of because they're a threat. Look how they
Yes.
word this.
Yes, yes. There, look, let me tell you what happened. If you think, where has Rubio been? They pulled him out of the deep freeze.
Yeah.
That's what they did. I'll tell you why, because he is a good guy. He's known as a good guy.
Right.
So they pull him out of the deep freeze because they need someone, and he's got no way. He's complicit.
He's a fucking compromised puppet.
That's what he is. He's a puppet.
All these politicians are, man. We got to just get them all out of there and start over.
I really believe. Now, I did this. I literally did this, Nino. Out of the 520 in Congress, I believe it's 520, I could only find 9 out of the House of Representatives and the Senate that I truly know are not compromised. 9.
Well, he's smoking himself out right now.
Absolutely is.
So,
Absolutely is.
So they get the clean cut Marco Rubio guy to get up there and he's going to start vilifying Russia.
There it is. And then people are going to go, oh, wait a minute.
People need to wake up. These are the
Rubio?
same people that took the boogeyman for what it was. Wynn got this, wore their face diapers. Now they're going to fall into this.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly what's going on.
More mind control.
That's it. That's exactly what's going on. And I laugh because I was on, speaking with someone, and I had posted the video in Telegram of
so they know they've been caught. Hold on, let me just finish my thought.
Ahead.
They know they've been caught, so now they got to say, "Ooh, yeah, well, there are biological research facilities, but Russia's trying to get control of them." See, Russia's trying to get control of them.
That's right. That's right. And I'll tell you what they're going to do. And I hate to even say this, but I think, and I hope I'm wrong, but I think their final ploy is going to be, and if I say this, I hope I don't get a knock on my door.
No, well, don't say it, use code.
No, it's not. I really think that Ukraine is going to blow up one of their nuclear plants.
I agree with you.
Russia.
Oh, no.
Absolutely.
Or worse, something's going to happen here on our soil.
Yeah. No, it won't be as much. It won't be as much. I'll tell you why. You're going to, this is a very interesting thing.
Okay.
They're making a human play. It's a play for the human heart.
Right.
People in the United States, I would say probably half of my friends who agree with me on everything, are backing the people who say Russia is the boogeyman.
I know. Here we are again. These
so
people
now
are so
what they're going to do,
man.
But this is what you see. You go on Facebook, you go on Twitter, you go on Telegram, you see all these people, and this is what they put: prayers for Ukraine.
Yeah, right.
You understand? You see it everywhere. So what they're doing is Americans have huge hearts.
Right.
So they're playing on the emotions of Americans.
Playing the heartstrings of the Americans to get behind the New World Order.
That's right.
That's it.
It's exactly it. That's why I think it's going to happen in Ukraine. I think it's going to happen in Ukraine. I don't think Trump's going to let it happen in the United States.
Shit. But I know it's coming. We all know it's coming.
Yeah. Look here. And I just have to get this in and I'm done. Zelensky was won in 2019 as president of Ukraine by 75%. First office he's ever went for. No background in politics, but major background in dancing acting, with high heels on, high heels on, doing parodies. Yeah. So here you've got Zelensky now. That perverted dancing video coming out. All right. He's been president for the last couple of years. He's another puppet. They took him and said, look, you've got to look. They cleaned him up because he looked like, an idiot. And they cleaned him up. They propped him up.
They polished a turd.
That's what they did. And what they did is they another
Deep state puppet.
illegal.
See, people need to
thing.
understand that all countries are dealing with the deep state.
That's
We're
right.
all battling the deep state, the New World Order. This is a war from the elites onto the common man. That's what
right.
this is.
That's
and,
right.
And
well, they call us
everything
Goyim.
is deception.
Yeah,
everything's deception.
Understand the elites are less than 1%. Okay. And they call all of us that are not part of them Goyim. And that's human cattle. That's what they think about us. They really think anybody is dispensable. We can throw you away. That's why you see the Clinton crime mob, the Bush crime mob, because these people. Now, and let me tell you something else. And it's funny. I wonder if Juan knows this. And you can find it in Wikipedia. Skull and Bones, which is the secret deep state cabal society of Yale. You have to be invited into it. And I've got the names of people in it. I just got so much, but
Kerry,
what they are.
Bush, all
of them. Okay. Do you know that they all have nicknames? And you've heard Juan say these names before. Little Bush, which is George W., his nickname is Gog. Okay. And George H.W. Bush's nickname, Magog, which are demonic Satan names in the book of Revelation in the Bible.
Interesting.
You can find it.
Yeah.
Gog and Magog.
Okay.
Those were their nicknames.
Jeez.
People need to wake up.
The plot thickens, and it's just cute. I know, but people really feel they're getting their news sources from Fox, from CNN. People don't understand that. Yeah, CNN's really bad, but Fox is just as bad. It's so is
news. Hey, news alert. So's Newsmax.
Right. They're all
very careful. It's mixed.
The one I do trust the most is OWN.
But
I mean, it's only a matter of time before I'm like, they're going to say one thing that I'm going to be like, all right, they're done.
Yeah. Look, where we're living right now, you really can't trust anyone. You really can't. You've got to trust your gut. You got to pray. Just get discernment, and that's all you can do. And God's got this. I thought you were going to wear it.
Oh, yeah. I'll wear your shirt next time for that.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me just give a plug, please, before you end. If you want to come to the gathering in New Orleans, it's March 19th. Go to ddgathering.com. Free tickets. If you want to come to California, Nino, you need to come to California.
When is it, California?
April 30th. Orange County. A beautiful place. It's at a beautiful place. I'd love to.
Last time it got canceled.
You need to come up. Yeah, it got canceled. You need to come up. I'll introduce you, and we'll.
All right, April 30th. I'm going to be in California, and at the end of April, believe it or not.
There you go.
And this is going to be in Orange County.
Orange County, Costa Mesa. You want tickets for this? Please, I hate to do this, but you're going to have to wait. I can't say it because all the tickets are going to be gone if I say it. And I've got to give people that had tickets last time first. Okay. So the best thing to do is to go to DeloraO'Brien.com, join my mailing list.
Okay.
It's right on the top, subscribe. And then I will send it out probably in the next couple of days. And the tickets are free and you'll be able to get them. The place holds 1,000 this time. So we're able to fill it up. But if you want to help us do this, Nino, you know this. We do it. We have fundraisers. Right. One of them, my daughter put up with all these kind of things. Patriot. We sent Nino a bunch of them. We got a bunch of new ones we got to send you.
Okay.
And go to joyandcountry.com and help us out that way. Okay. Great stuff.
Okay. And I will definitely put this on my radar for April 30th.
Oh, Nino. I'll be so
excited
that'll
to
be,
meet you in person. I want to make it. So that'd be really cool.
That'd be awesome.
Delora, thank you for joining me again. I'll put this up on YouTube. I think we're good.
I think we're good.
So Delora O'Brien, once again, thank you so much. And I'll keep in touch with you and we'll do this again in a couple of weeks.
Love you, my Nino.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.